Clairsentient. What does this mean? So I feel like a lot of people, more than you think these days, would be clairsentient, because what this is a psychic feeling that you get. And that's how you would interpret the information. The feeling will tell you something about what is happening, and it will help you interpret the situation or give you some extra information that other people might not have about what's going on around you or around them. A very easy example of this would be an empath, right? Because empaths are constantly picking up on information. They're in sensory overload every day. So they're feeling everything that's going on around them. You know, this is something similar that happens to me, like when I go into an airport. I love traveling, but the more intuitive I've become over the years, it's challenging, because when I get in there, I feel the stress of everybody who's like running late or this, that, or the other. I feel the fear in people on the plane when they take off and they're afraid of flying and they're worried the plane's going to crash. Like, I feel that fear. I feel tiredness sometimes because people are worn out when they're traveling. It's a lot of work. So me being in that space and picking up on those things, I'm feeling the overall vibe and energy of the airport. It's telling me information about people who are in there, about what's going on. Now, if you practice this for a while and you can kind of narrow it down and get a little more specific, you might be able to really pinpoint like which person this energy is coming from, which item this person's the energy is coming from, right? Like if you go to a not a thrift store, an antique store. I guess a thrift store would work too, but an antique store. You know, when you have an item in your home for a while, it picks up the energy of the owner or the environment or whatever's happening. So I'll walk through antique stores a lot of times, and most of the time I'm fine, but sometimes I'll just get this wave of something and I feel sick or I'm dizzy or something. And I'm like, ugh, I feel ugh, like what is this? And sometimes it's just an object in that place that has bad energy on it. So this is one way that you can use your clairsentient abilities, or ways that it might show up for you. It's a feeling. Right? And there's different things you can do in order to, you know, kind of ground yourself and help to block some of these things out as well, because it can be very overwhelming. And there's also ways to kind of fine tune it and hone it, to use it to your advantage, to give you information and feedback about things that will be helpful to you, right? So hopefully that is helpful if you are trying to figure out what this is and you just want a little introduction of what some things that might be happening or that you might be experiencing. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to work with me to develop this ability a little bit more, let me know. I'd be really happy to do that for you. And until next time, thank you so much for watching and have an absolutely beautiful day.